Man, y'all know what it is, man. This Jimmy Boy, the jeweler, straight out of H-Town, A-Leaf to be exact. And y'all listen to Behind the Baller with my bro, Ben Baller. Let's get it.
Behind the baller, my life is more than money and jewelry. My story's so crazy, dog. I said make a movie behind the baller. I went from playing sports to exotic whips. Ain't gotta tell me, dog. I know I'm the shit. Behind the baller, my life is more than money and jewelry. My story's so crazy, dog. I said make a movie behind the baller. I went from music exec to this podcast. Now I finally feel at home at last. Behind the baller.
Yo, what up, BTB Army? And to all my new listeners out there, you are now rocking with the best. You are rocking with the greatest. You are rocking with the motherfucking freshest to ever do this podcast shit. Yes, you are tuned into the greatest podcast in the universe. This is Behind the Baller. Coming to you live and direct from Los Angeles, California. Recorded in high definition sound. FYI, this is a Dust Brothers production. What up, Miles? Yo, what up, Jordan? With original music by Lakey Inspired. And the theme song right there, those are my motherfucking guys, Illegal Kartel. Me, I'm your host, Ben Baller, not Ben Humble, also known as the Korean John Cusack, the Mr. This Is Not Your Practice Life, Mr. Many Are Cold, but Few Are Frozen. Yo, what's good? People, we are 22 days away from 2021. And we are fucking almost 10 months into this fuck shit pandemic. Look at, stay positive, drink some water, smoke some weed, take a deep breath. Right now, just take a deep breath. Just, fuck. The holidays are very stressful. And believe it or not, a lot of the time, people are just barely holding it together behind the scenes. Especially this year. Most are just pretending things are okay. This may be you, one of your friends, or someone in your family. The best give you can give to yourself and your family is getting help and getting clean. I'm talking professional help. This is your one life. This is not your practice life. I teamed up with the United Recovery Project recently to make sure if anyone who's listening to this right now and struggling with any kind of substance addiction, that they have someone to talk to. The United Recovery Project is a state-of-the-art luxury drug and alcohol rehab facility in South Florida. They're nationally accredited and recognized, and y'all know I only partner with the best. Most people don't know this, but drug and alcohol rehab is covered by most medical insurances. URP works with over 20 major providers, from Aetna, Cigna, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, etc. The United Recovery Project success rate for graduating clean clients is 4 times the national average. Treatment should never be one size fits all. If you're going to do it, you need to do it right. So please do me a favor. If you, a friend, or a family member is struggling, you need to reach out to United Recovery Project. You may remember I spoke about URP a few episodes ago. I also gave a recommendation to listen to their podcast, Hell Has an Exit. Global BTB Army, if you want to hear the most insane stories about people who have overcome addiction and the bottom of the barrel, hit subscribe on your favorite platform because they are 6 episodes in and they drop every Thursday. For a free confidential evaluation and more information, you can go to www.unitedrecoveryproject.com/Ben. They also have a free 24/7 confidential helpline that you can call anytime. Phone number is 1-833-999-18 1877. Again, 1-833-999-1877. This is a separate line exclusively for you guys. Go to www.unitedrecoveryproject.com/Ben. Take it from someone who has been through this. Go get the help you need. Much love. You are strong and you can overcome addiction. Do you guys know what today is? Today is Asian Appreciation Day. I don't give a fuck if it's on the calendar. As far as this podcast goes, today is Asian Appreciation Day. And what we're doing for Asian Appreciation Day is this is an Asian excellence episode. Look, I'm fucking pumped right now, okay? We got my guy, Washington Ho, live and direct from H-Town from his brand new HBO smash reality show series called House of Ho. He'll be on the show in a little bit. We obviously got to talk some shit. I got to let you guys know what the fuck is good. You know what I'm saying? But we got my boy Wash coming on. Not to be confused with the Washed King. He was named after a president. I'm washed because I'm washed. All right? So first, Dick Stain Donald Trump has now lost 53 cases against the Biden campaign, but against all the states he's been fighting. 53 cases. He's fighting to reverse the decisions in the Electoral College in like Pennsylvania and Georgia. The states, obviously, he lost. He thought he should have won. Doesn't understand how the fuck this is going. This dumb motherfucker tried to stop the post office. He tried to stop U.S. mail. Like, let's go back a little bit, okay? Let's go back just past, a couple months ago. He tried to stop U.S. mail because of the mail-in votes. He fucking knows what the fuck was going on. This motherfucker cheated and lost. Do you know how fucking, how that's just typical. It's so on brand for Dick Stain to cheat and lose. Okay? 53-1. All right? And that one really isn't even a win, to be honest, okay? Now, to make matters worse, he's still going at it. He's got the Texas Attorney General to ask the Supreme Court to block Biden's wins in 17 red states. And the issue is they got nothing but beyond flimsy, already discredited arguments. So, it's a wrap. All right, Trump says, this is the big case. This is the big one. No, you fucking dumb shit. Dick Stain, you don't realize that at this point, there's nothing you can do. All right, Biden is going to get sworn into office on January 20th. So get your bags, pack all your shit, okay? You're not fucking going to fly Air Force One ever fucking again. And fucking, what the fuck is the helicopter called again? I fucking forgot. Nothing with the one in it. All right. Yeah, you got your jet and everything. Listen, you're going to fucking jail. All right. We all know you're working on a pardon for several family members. Okay. And I don't know if you can pardon yourself. I don't know how the fuck that works. I wasn't paying attention to that. I just know that you're a piece of shit. All right. And I don't know what Rudy Giuliani's condition is with COVID, but I think another person in Trump's camp got COVID. It's just fucking bullshit. Okay. By the way, all 50 states have certified their election results, all right? It's done. Biden beat Dick Stain Donald by over 7 million popular votes. He got over 81 million popular votes, okay? And he crushed him in the Electoral College. It's over, my G. You aren't even embarrassing at this point. You're not even pathetic. You're beyond that. You're a fucking pig dick. But speaking of presidents, let's talk about Washington. Now, actually, not George Washington, but my man was named after George Washington. All right? Washington Ho. My dude's dad came here from Vietnam, immigrated, to America, to Houston, named all his kids after a president. His brother's name is Reagan. His name is Washington. His fucking son's name is not Lincoln. What the fuck's his name? Roosevelt? The son's name was Roosevelt. And his daughter's name is Lincoln. Washington is off the hook. This motherfucker's crazy. But Check it out. I was able to watch, I think Washington, HBO Max, bless me, I was able to watch an early screening of House of Ho yesterday. And I ain't gonna bullshit you, it's good. Okay? The Ho's represented for us, for all the yellow. Okay? It is a solid show. My favorite character is Auntie Tina. So far, she is my favorite. She is off the motherfucking hook. She's off the chain. Yo, she is fucking crazy, man. Love her. All right? But I like Washington's whole family. This is going to be a fucking huge, huge milestone for all Asians. Okay? But especially for the Vietnamese community in Houston. All right? Shout out to my H-Town killers. My boy Jimmy Boy, you already know me and Jimmy go back. All right, over 15 years. My boy Devin, my boy Hugh, and my motherfucking little square homie be trying to do. I see you sliding in there. My boy Andrew, who makes a cameo in the first episode of House of Ho. Okay. Now, I don't want to give it too much. I'm just trying to give you guys a little breakdown. But I saw a lot of me in Washington. But of course, I didn't grow up with rich parents. Okay, it's okay though. I don't ever judge anybody because they got rich parents. I don't give a fuck. But it's great to see this side of it. And there's more realness to this show that I can relate to, way more than Crazy Rich Asians, okay? And like Crazy Rich Asians was poppy, you know what I'm saying? Like it was super mainstream. Like my boy Washington, he gets hood with it. He's a gangster, man. He's not on some like lovey-dovey, this and that, try to bring you motherfucking flowers and cotton candy and all that shit. Look, I'm sure he's a good husband. I'm just saying he ain't on that fucking Henry Golden soft shit, all right? He can act the fool for sure. But my man, he dresses in his suits, keeps it classy. He likes to dress nice, you know what I'm saying? He ain't like me in a motherfucking Costco tee and this and that and third, whatever, you know? He's not a scumbag like me. I mean, he might be a dirtbag because he says he is. I'm not calling him one. I'm just saying. But I fuck with dude. I really fuck with dude. And he could definitely run with the upper echelon. Dude's a smart dude. This first episode was a solid introduction into their family. They did a good job in editing. I only wish the episode was longer. It's like 37 minutes or some shit. And when it ended, it definitely wanted me to see more. Like I saw like, oh, on the next episode of House of Ho, I was like, man, I can't wait for this motherfucker to I can't wait. You know, this is so great because now we can back something in a positive light. Okay? And it's got nothing to do with nail salon owners, liquor store owners, laundromats, nothing related to motherfucking martial arts. I am very proud of the whole family. Can we get some hand claps, Miles, please? Salute. Okay? They got my full support. Okay? Man. Like, man, this show, I can't wait. I'm definitely going to have to be in season 2. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get into this interview with Mr. Ho himself. But first, Miles, let's get into a commercial break. Yo, what's up, guys? Christmas is right around the corner. If you're looking for the ultimate stocking stuffers for this holiday season, then look no further. Because our partners, Manscaped, have the tools to make you win this year's socially distanced stocking stuffer or white elephant competition. Manscaped is the only brand dedicated to below-the-waist grooming and hygiene products. And for all my international folks, they just released their products across Europe, Canada, and Australia. These products are legit, and I use them every time I need grooming downstairs. A few of their products that are prime this season are the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant. The name speaks for itself, okay? The Crop Reviver Ball Toner, a spray-on toner that will give your balls a little slice of heaven with their aloe vera and hazel extracts. Crop Cleanser Body Wash, a full body wash you could also use on your hair. Crop Mop Ball Wipes. You never know when an opportunity strikes. You should always be prepared. Like I said, you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. A Foot Duster foot deodorant designed to keep your stankiest feet smelling fresh. Shears 2.0 is a luxury 4-piece nail kit. the Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer, which provides proprietary skin-safe technology to get rid of those nasty nose hairs. And let's not forget about the best trimmer for your ass, balls, and body. The Lawnmower 3.0 trimmer offers a replaceable ceramic blade with advanced skin-safe technology, which helps reduce grooming accidents, meaning you don't want to get nicked in your nuts. Hasn't happened ever since I've been with Manscaped. Get 20% off your entire order plus free shipping at manscaped.com with code BALLER. Whether this is for you, your man, your little bro, or maybe your pops, get them something that they might actually use, and it's almost guaranteed to get a laugh. Get 20% off your entire order plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Use code BALLER. Be the ballsiest gift giver this year with Manscaped. Yo, you are listening to Behind the Baller podcast. And yo, you guys already know, man, look, it ain't that many Asian people I could really have on the show, unfortunately. But by faith and by random chance, I didn't just meet somebody that just happened to have a reality show. We got 100 mutual friends between us, and I'm fucking pumped. You know what I mean? We got a dude who has an HBO Max reality show. Like, this is a feature show. This ain't some little small show on YouTube or some shit. And I am dissing YouTube. I'm just letting you guys know this is a real production, full-blown show. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you my new homie, Washington Ho. What's good, man?
What it do, baby?
Everything good?
Oh, man, when you talking to Ben Baller, you know it's all good.
So, my bro, man, let's just jump right into it. You know what I mean? I know you're a busy guy. You're about to burst onto the scene. So you came to Behind the Baller first to tell your story. Please tell my listeners, who is Washington Ho?
Washington Ho is a 39-year-old Texan, Vietnamese, American, has a family. My wife's from Oklahoma, Leslie Ho, who's on the show. I have 2 kids that mean more to me than anything. Roosevelt is my older son. He was born on President's Day during election year in 2016. And I felt like, you know what? Why not do the same thing to him that my father did to me?
Not mad at you.
And my daughter is Lincoln. She's, 2 years old. And so I am a businessman. I like to gamble in business and take advantage of opportunities. I love to have a good time. And I also am working on being a better businessman and family man. And that's where I'm at in life.
Hey, man, I'm not mad at you. You know, I tell people all the time, my first title in life, before jeweler, before entrepreneur, before anything, is I'm a father and husband first.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in life right now, is where if my business is not improving the quality of life for my family or for me, then it's just not worth it. And I did the show to build a legacy for my family and cement my dad and mom's hard work and legacy. And I'm very proud of it, very proud of my family. And I'm grateful to be talking to Mr. Ben Baller.
So you were born in Vietnam or you were born in Houston?
I was born in Houston. My parents immigrated here in 1975. And, my dad started off pumping gas at Exxon in Kerrville, Texas. And my mom was a lunch lady at Shriner College. They got sponsored from the refugee camp in Fort Chaffee, Arkansas, where a lot of Vietnamese immigrants from the Vietnam War, were in the camps, and they got sponsored in Kerrville. My father discovered Houston, Texas, liked the climate, and thought that it reminded him of Vietnam. He also felt like it was a place where he might be able to find a real job. And so my parents moved to Houston, 1978, 1981, they had me. I'm their first son. And as you know, we're Asian.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Right. It's a big deal. So they named me Washington, and their dream was that one day I would be a leader like George Washington and be the first Vietnamese president in America, and one day help the people that weren't as blessed as them to be able to come to the great land of opportunity. So that's why my name is Washington. I have a younger brother named Reagan. He's 2 years younger. And Reagan was born in 1983 during Ronald Reagan's presidency, and my dad loves cowboys, and so his name's Reagan.
Nah, I'm not mad at that. So elaborate a little bit more. I know you were obviously barely born. I'm sure your parents kind of told you. I'm sure you discussing things with Vietnamese friends you have. Why Houston, bro? Like, why do Vietnamese have such a presence there?
I mean, the weather is exactly like Vietnam, you know? You know, like in Los Angeles, you have a lot of Vietnamese. And it's really two different types of Vietnamese. The ones in Houston always believe that the ones in LA are, you know, they're like, oh, the ones in LA, they love the weather. But look, they're all roommates in a $500,000 house. Right? And then the ones in Houston, they're like, why would you live in LA? It's so cheap here. It's so easy here. We can have a job. But my dad felt like Houston was a place where there's so much cultural diversity. It was close to the beach. My parents were near a beach town where they lived. And so he always wanted to be near a beach. And for him, he also had 11 brothers and sisters to feed. He was the oldest son like me. And then he had two parents and he had three cousins. So he was feeding 14 hoes all his life. And when he came from Vietnam, he was 30 years old. And he's always told me, like, you know, people always wonder how I did what I did. But I never built a business and thought about how can I perfect one grocery store or 5. I knew if I needed 100 to feed all 14. So that's the vision. And my mother just being, you know, a very strong wife. She totally believed my dad and trusted him and did what he needed her to do. And so they built this massive legacy together. They, you know, always have supported each other. They always try to give the best to their kid. But most people think we grew up in River Oaks, but we didn't. We grew up when we were young. We saw our parents work hard. And that always inspired me to also try to work just as hard. And so my sister and I thought that this was a great project to help show respect to our parents and our uncles and aunts and all of the Asian people that have come to America and have done so well. And this was a way for us to give back if it worked by just sharing their story.
It's going to work, bro. It's going to, man. So, you know, you mentioned, you know, how like, and I don't even take it as a shot, bro. You know, I pay the high taxes, the whole nine. It was funny you touched on that, how LA Vietnamese and Texas Vietnamese people are different. Like, but in like a real quick just summary, how are Houston Vietnamese people different from like Westminster Vietnamese people?
Well, it's funny because I feel like I'm proud to be a Houstonian, but, you know, I've always dreamed to live in Los Angeles by the age of 40.
Right.
So this was my last shot at being able to. I just feel like people in Houston are more like very not narrow-minded, but not as open-minded as people.
I understand what you mean. I mean, they're more conservative. You know, it's a red state. I get it, you know. And I'm a Republican, so I get it. So, like, for me being a Republican who don't like the person in office, I understand. You ain't got to, like, look, I understand both sides of everything, so don't ever trip on that. But what's funny is, where's the better Vietnamese food? In Houston or in Westminster?
Oh, Houston for sure.
Nah, man, stop playing, bro.
No, I mean, Korean food, you got to go to LA for sure.
No, of course. But I'm saying for real, like Vietnamese food in Houston's better than in Westminster?
I mean, you have to know where to go, but we feel like in Houston, you get fresh seafood straight from the ocean. And we feel sometimes like in Los Angeles, like they try to make it more fancy, but it's more clean and fresh here. Sometimes when we...
No, look, that's all you had to say. Look,
I love both. You know,
when I touch down in the H, bro, you need to take me. Don't take me to Papados. Don't take me to Papacitos. Take me straight to the Vietnamese.
oh, I'm going to take you straight to the best Vietnamese. I'm going to have my mom, who's a great cook, the best cook.
Even
like
better.
Mama Ho.
Even better.
You want a Mama Ho's.
So I got a question, man. You know this has been a tough year. 2020 has been a real rough year, right? And now you being, you know, and you haven't even realized this yet. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in the energy. I feel it in I know what it takes to make a good trailer, to get people, you know, to lead on and be like, oh, damn, this is going to be a fucking crazy ass show, especially for the Asians, like, boom. And for the most part, whether you see hate in the Asian American community between any different, you know, whether it be Chinese, Vietnamese, Chinese, Korean, whatever, we do eventually support each other, especially if it's done. And this seemed to be done in a very right, you know, in the right light, right? But with 2020 going on and the whole coronavirus and all this other shit, like, how do you feel about the xenophobia that's been going on all across the country, racism towards Asians since the pandemic started?
I feel like it's, you know, a bunch of, you know, of course it's bullshit. It's very disrespectful to the Asian people. And, you know, unfortunately, I feel like a lot of Asian people are afraid to talk about it.
They
and
are.
I spoke about it on my social media. My sister had an incident during the pandemic. After the first month, we have a local Kroger's in River Oaks. And my sister was waiting in line. And, you know, people know we're the only Asians in this neighborhood. And, you know, some lady called her out like, hey, it's because of you. And my sister was uncomfortable. She didn't tell me about until 2 weeks later because me and my sister are best friends. We live, you know, 5 doors down. I'm like, Judy, what's wrong? Are you okay? Like, and I was like, did something happen? Like, she was like, oh, well, I think, you know, our neighbors or neighborhood kind of like, you know, and she told me what happened. And I think it's very like important that we as Asian people take advantage of the opportunity, not just think about business, but the opportunity to speak up. We're in a country where there's freedom of speech. We should not be afraid. We're protected. But if we're not going to voice our, you know, thoughts and our opinion and hold it to ourselves, then we're doing a disservice to our next generation. And that was a big reason why I wanted to do something like this House of Hope project.
No, for sure. And you know, another thing too is, Washington, is when I've had like, you know, I've been having it all my life, bro. You gotta remember how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like one of the first people to come up in the music business in Hollywood and stuff. But it's like, you know, these people now like, oh, you chink, shut up, man. Go back and go to Wuhan. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm Korean. What are you fucking talking about? You're Vietnamese. Like, don't call me a chink, call me a gook, bro. Like, get it right. Get the fucking proper vernacular. Like, what are you talking about? It's just crazy. I'm just glad that at least you said that people should speak up. And that's all I wanted to know, man. Because, you know, you got people just like, oh, let's be quiet and let's go. No, fuck that. We ain't sweeping it on the rug. You know, like, nah.
Our generation, like our age, it's different from our parents. Like, I get it. Our parents were in this new place, kind of, you know, had to do what they had to do for us to be where we're at today. But for us, we have to step up. And a big reason why I did the show was for people like you. Like, I was like, hey, Ben talks. He's standing there. I need to come there and help him. I just feel like, yeah, Asian people are they're too
docile, quiet.
Right. They need to adapt to what's happening today. And
it's going to take some time. It's going to take someone like you to break it down, because you're like a generation below me and like kind of like, you know, break it down and everything. Anyway, so next question, man. What did you want to be when you grew up?
I wanted to be legendary like my dad, but I wanted to be, you know, I was grateful and I was so blessed that I had a father who was my best friend, who always put time before anything else. And he always taught me that, you know, the reason me and mom work so hard from Monday to Friday is so that we have time this weekend with you guys. And so get your ass up. You're going to come in my little Nissan truck. And this is at the age of 3. Since the age of 3, every weekend, every after school, basically me and my dad driving around the hood in his stick shift when we were poor. And he's got his 38 special and his leather jacket and boots like he's some Asian cowboy. Like, son, you know, passing down all that knowledge from our Asian culture and how to apply it to American culture. I just felt like, since I was blessed with so much, and a lot of people think I'm blessed because I was born with a father that and parents that had money. But the biggest thing they ever gave us was the things you cannot buy, which is our education, our safety, and his knowledge. And so for me, I always wanted to be able to share that with other people, because they always wanted to know, how did your dad do that? How did he become so successful? And so to do this show, it was, I have to give a lot of credit to, the Kardashians. I felt like I saw so much love on that show. I saw them always stick up for each other and support each other and love each other. And that was my opportunity to do something that my dad didn't do, that could create my own legacy. That's all I wanted to do. My dream was always that one dad sitting in a restaurant and people would go up to my dad and be like, "Yo, are you Washington Ho's father?" And my dad goes, "I love that, son. Keep that dream." Because being known as Ben Ho's son all the time, kind of like.
Oh shit, your dad's name is Ben?
Yes.
Holy shit, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, yes, Ben Ho. And so, but I was always proud to be his son, but, I applied to USC film school when I was in high school. That was my dream, to go to USC film school, because I was like, I want to be an actor. I want to be famous. I want to be well known. I always thought that was cool. I ran for president at a young age in a white private school, and these white kids are like, what the hell? Like, why would this Asian dude, he just went to this school and he ran for president. And my sister wrote my speech, and it started off as, "Yo, my name's Washington Ho. I'm named after the first president, so why not vote for me?" And then I walked off stage and felt like an idiot, because I just started going to this private school. But anyways, that's just, I wanted to be known for something great, like the leader that I was named after. But I didn't know how to, because I modeled my life too much in my father's steps and shadows. And this was really the first time that I just went out of that whole way and said, I'm going to do me. Let me do me for once. Let me not worry about everyone's happiness and pleasing this culture and my dad's board of directors and my wife. Let me just try to do something like that I've always wanted to do. Because if I don't, I could never tell my kids, you know what? You've always got to go search for your passion. Do or die. You got to try it. You got nothing to lose. Nothing. Yeah. So this was my first time trying to do something where my family was like, "You're nuts." And kind of like, I was like, okay, I'm 37 years old. I'm going to go for it. And so, I just wanted to be legendary for.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. So whose actual idea was it to create House of Ho?
So the craziest thing happened, right? It's weird. Over the past, when I was in my 20s and 30s, a lot of my friends would always be like, have you seen this reality show? Or have you seen, you remind me of this guy. You should have your own reality. I'm like, dude, I'm too good for that shit. I'm badass. Like, I'm not going to, I don't need that shit.
You're too gangster for TV, bro. I get it.
And then when I got into my 30s, I go, God damn, these people are making some money. And I'm like, but my sister's nickname for me is the Asian situation, right?
You don't want that. You don't want that nickname, bro.
No, I was like, I don't want that. It's still on her phone. I hate it.
Oh my God.
But it manifested in me where I was fortunate enough to just have a few connections. And once the movie came out, Crazy Rich Asians, I saw the success of it. I saw that there was a market for it. And to be honest with you, I did not like FOB. I thought that was making fun of our people in a different way. And I was like, you know what? If my son has to grow up and be a cool Asian guy, who would he look up to? I said, I'm going to make the Asian race cool. I'm going to be like Mr. Ben Baller in a cowboy boat and be myself and just be like, okay, you know what? We are we should be very proud of ourselves. And I mean, it came from me, but also one of the creators, producers, Mr. Rob Lee, was dating a Vietnamese girl, and he saw the movie. And we have to give a lot of credit to your boy, Mr. John Chu,
right,
and Kevin Kwan, who wrote the story. But once that, it gave me hope. It kind of opened up my mind and opened up my sister's mind, and felt like we weren't just shooting something in the dark, or but I would say,
No, man. See, right there, dude. Right fucking there. Because me and John, he didn't appreciate some of the critique that I had, before I even saw the movie. I had to finally see it and be like, yo, you know what? This is actually glamorous, glorious. It was very beautifully shot. It was like, all right, boom, Singapore. That was like one area of Asians that I didn't really know so much about. I've been to, Marina Bay Sands. I've been to F1 in Singapore. I know it's very clean there. But I didn't know, and the whole general story was definitely beautiful. And I judged it before that because, it's like you got this dude, Henry, forgot his fucking last name. Yeah, Golding. And it's like, bro, man, how you gonna have like I'm just saying, like, I want an Asian movie with Asian motherfucking people and don't have some handsome dude that's half and whatever. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. So check it out. When did you guys film? Did you guys film during the pandemic? Did you guys film before?
We filmed last year. We started filming in November, and we did, I think it was the first 2 episodes, in November of 2019.
Right.
And then we took a break after Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then we came back January, and we completed it by the end of February.
Oh, nice. So what is it about the whole family that people are going to love and enjoy watching?
I think they're going to love that we really love each other and we support each other, respect each other. Where the greatest blessing is that we live so close to each other, and people can see that, it's kind of like weird, right? We live in this neighborhood that we're the only Vietnamese on the main street, but we're just ourselves. And I think people will appreciate that. And we're people that we don't hold back the ways that we got successful. And my dad always felt like if God blessed us with success, then we should share how we got successful. We shouldn't wait for people to, do some type of business where they might fall. We should just be more proactive about it. His main purpose when he built the bank was not to make money. It was more to teach his community and the Vietnamese immigrants how the banking system in America works. And so when he shared and built and financed people's businesses and dreams, that was his biggest success. And that's the thing that he's most proud of, and that's his legacy.
That's what's up, man. Because I was watching the clip, and I seen your auntie, and she off the chains, bro. She fucking crazy, bro.
She's a hoe.
She's crazy. So actually, you know what? Who are the main people on the show? Can you break that down? Like, who are the main stars of the show?
The main people are myself, my sister, and my wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how did you meet your wife, if you know what I'm asking?
Because I'm crazy. So, I was in Vegas. I was going to Vegas, and I needed a civilian as a date because I was going with a bunch of energy executives. I was working for an energy company at the time. And these good old boys are all married and had wives. And so, with my past, I like to have a good time like Mr. Ben over here. So I called my brother in Houston, Reagan. I go, Reagan, do you know any civilians in Las Vegas? Because I need a real date, like a normal Vietnamese, so I can get a promotion and a bonus. This was 2013. He goes, yeah, Leslie's up there. I said, Leslie, who's that? He goes, dude, that girl. And I go, which girl? He goes, the one last month where you took your shirt off at the bar and you tried to introduce yourself, and then you were dating her friend. And I was like, what does she look like? So when I saw her picture on Facebook, I was like, oh yeah, okay, she's normal. So I sent her a message on Facebook. I was in Las Vegas, 2013. I was like, hey, Leslie, it's Washington. I was wondering, do you want to go out clubbing? I'll pay for everything. I got bottles and whatever. And she goes, where are you going? I go, Pure, because I was with a bunch of 50-year-olds, and that's where I have to go, She's like, I knew I went there 10 years, but by the third day, she and her friends, they couldn't get into Encore Beach Club because it was like DJ Tiesto. There was 2 lines around the block, and I had the center table with my friends. And she finally texted me like, well, yeah, we'll come to that. And I was like, well, what do your friends look like? And for me, I was always into white girls or anything but Asian because that's exotic to me, right? Because when I was young, I was like, this is too easy because everybody wants their daughter to marry me. And so when I saw her friends, I was like, oh, yeah, there's 3 of them, right? 3 hot white girls. But right when she came in, I was like, you know what? I think I found my wife.
Oh, word? That's dope.
Yeah, it just, that energy, that smile, and she knew how to talk with all types of people. Because for me, I'm like you, like, I'm Asian, but like, I'm also, I feel like sometimes I'm a chameleon. Like, I love all types of people, and I relate to all
100%.
people.
Wash, I've only dated, or I've even just, and had any kind of relations with maybe 3-4 Asian girls in my life out of hundreds of girls. Like I just don't really,
Me too.
I'm married, obviously, an Asian girl who's mixed. She's French, Filipino, Spanish, but she identifies as Filipino. But what I'm saying is, that's good that you did that for the home base.
Well, you know what my dad always taught me that my dad always taught me, look, son, because I'm a romantic guy. My first girlfriend when I was 16, she, we dated. I thought I was in love. I rode my bike and poems to her. And my dad goes, why are you crying? I go, because she cheated on me. He goes, what are you talking about? I go, I was in love with her. And he goes, dude, you're not in love. You need to stop like messing with girls right now, okay? Girls are for fun, but right now it's school. And so he always said, you know what? But the kind of girl you want to marry, you got to save it for last. So don't.
Damn, that's good advice, bro.
It's like, don't date the Vietnamese girl until the last one. I go, why? He goes, because your last name's Ho. Remember, when you go to the buffet line, like I teach you, okay, $2.99 buffet, you always got to eat everything but the General Joe's chicken. Because the General Joe's chicken is going to taste good for the rest of your life if you save it for last. And my wife, that's my General Joe's right there. It's safe, secure, tasty every day. I don't get bored of it at all. And
that's good. That's amazing, man. So let me ask you a real question, man. Do you think your life is going to change when the show comes out and it becomes a hit?
I mean, do I think it's going to change?
Do you think your life is going to change? Yeah.
For sure. I believe that it's only going to change for the better. I feel like there's going to be challenges ahead, but fortunately, it's a family project and we got each other's back no matter what. And, I think we can do a lot with that change, which is help inspire other people to, love their family. And I see a lot of people where, I love my friends. I love them. But in this, I've always been able to lean on my family and, where we're open and honest with each other. We've always been friends. My dad's always been like, look at me as your best friend. Don't be afraid. I already know what's up with you. If you need help, let me know. And I think the world will see that at the end of the day, we're all human beings. And it's not about money. It's not about being rich. It's not about the material stuff. It's more about, us celebrating our culture, which is Asian, a little bit of Western culture, and just having a good time and seeing what happens, No,
that's what's up, bro. So let me ask, where did you guys spend, or where did you spend your time during the quarantine?
So we stopped filming in February. We were doing these pickup episodes in March, and then the COVID thing hit. And I was like, oh my God, like what? Like, how are we, like now people hate Asian people, and now we're going to go on TV and they're going to be like, but like literally, I was living in my backyard and because we live so close to each other, we just walked to each other's house. There was nowhere to go. So
right.
During quarantine, we're in Texas, my wife's a pharmacist, a doctor. So she's very careful with, she don't want me bringing stuff home, So
Right. Of course.
I was pretty much in Houston.
That's what's up. So let me ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years from today, in 2025?
That's a great question, Ben. I mean, honestly, I see my kids will be at a certain age where I'd like to be more established in my business, like you, where I'm able to, react to the game instead of trying to chase so many deals, chase so many crazy, stupid reality show deals, like other things I do where it's just, I'm 39 years old. I'm going to be 40. And I just see myself as a more stable businessman where my wife can kind of, you know, not have to work as hard as she does to hedge me on my businesses. And I hope that I can do that so I can spend time with my kids like my parents did. You know?
I mean, that's my dream. You know, I plan on retiring in the next 3 or 4 years. And there's a lot of power in saying no. You know, I'm not chasing shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not. I'm at a different point in my life, you know, where again, when I say there's a power in saying no, it's like I'm not accepting every single deal to make a jewelry piece or to invest in this company and that company. Like it's really chess at this point, and I'm not playing. Like I'm not in the middle of the game. Like I'm literally right there. I'm like, all right, checkmate's right around over here. I need to go find this motherfucking queen and take her ass down.
Right.
And with that, if you could play golf, because I see you fuck with golf, right? If you could play golf anywhere in the world, on any golf course in the world, where would you want to play, and who would be your dream foursome?
I would love to play in Augusta at the Masters.
Nice.
It would be Anthony Anderson.
My boy, Ant.
Because he, you know, is so fun to play with. He's hilarious. It would be Cedric the Entertainer, because when we play together, it's always really fun, and I can be myself. And then the fourth person, of course, it has to be I love you, Reagan Ho. But yeah, I got to beat my brother there, you know. He's just, you know, we're golfing buddies. He, you know, that's one of his dreams. And I'm kind of the older brother where if I can make something happen for him, I'd like to be.
I thought you were going to say Tiger Woods, man. Okay, you're going to bring Reagan with you to Augusta. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Where are your favorite places in the world to travel to? Like, just give me like the top 3 your favorite places to go to.
I love Ibiza, where I had my bachelor party.
Oh, shit. You had your bachelor party in Ibiza?
Yeah, for a week. It was fun.
Was your wife there?
No. She was there. I wouldn't be married.
Oh, shit. Okay, so Ibiza. That's a beautiful place, by the way. I've only been once.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's fun. I love Barcelona. It's just great restaurants and the Mediterranean beach.
Right.
And then I also love New Zealand. Auckland's
Auckland is beautiful.
Very peaceful. I feel like it's an Aspen where people don't judge each other, and I can be myself. So,
do you surf?
I surf, but I'm not like Kelly Slater. But yeah,
I mean, you know, the best surf in the world's right there in Auckland. You know, so that's crazy.
Yeah, I almost died trying to surf in Australia. So, yeah, I'm not like that.
Oh shit. Okay, so let's just pretend, okay? The pandemic ends tomorrow. COVID does not exist anywhere. It is gone. It's disappeared. Where would you like to film season 2 at?
I would love to film in a motherland in Vietnam.
Oh, shit, in Vietnam, huh? What area specifically? Or like everywhere in Vietnam? Like, is there a specific area?
Well, last year, it was supposed to be the first F1 race in Hanoi in April 7th. And so they canceled that. So I'd love to go to Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam,
right?
Go to that F1 race. And then I'd like to film in Saigon, my father's hometown,
right?
And give love over there where he lost Saigon. It's Ho Chi Minh City now. And to then go to my mother's hometown where our family is. And you know, I never want to forget about where my parents are from and show them respect and show the world sides of Vietnam that they haven't seen. I feel like we did the same thing for Houston. A little inspiration for me also to show how great of a country it is. And it's not just, you know, the Vietnam War all the time. There's better stories than nail salons and pho restaurants, you know.
Yeah,
and I want to,
of course, come on.
I want to show the real side. So, and there's a lot of new places, beaches, and I haven't been there since 2012, I don't think. But I always have a good time there, and I have good friends.
Oh, no, man. I had a great time in 2016. So, you know, actually, do me a favor, man, if you can, please. If you go back there to film and F1 is there, and you know how I am with cars, please make sure you bring me, because I will get you I'll get you in one of the paddocks, either Ferrari paddock or McLaren paddock. Get you.
Man, guess what, man? You know, like, I would be honored just to go anyways if we're not filming. You need to go back. I've never been to South Korea. Have you been to Korea? I love
about 40 times, bro.
dude, like I see the culture. I mean, the food. I mean, I'm like, man, I want to try that. I got to go there.
Yeah.
But I like to go to places where people have a little relationships here and there, you know?
Oh yeah, you don't want. I'm not really much of an explorer. Why you going just blind? Like, nah, hell.
Yeah,
No.
me too.
I got to be plugged in. Like, I mean, I'm plugged in Korea, and definitely, it's a different world. You know, it's a very metropolitan area. It's crazy. It's like, you know, it's damn near like Dubai because they've developed that city in so much in 40 years. You know, it's incredible how the technology there is incredible. But no, that's dope, man. I can't wait to hit Vietnam with you. I can't wait to hit Seoul with you. My last question for you, bro, is what's the one thing that you want viewers to keep in mind about you and the whole family for this season?
I want viewers to know that when the whole family sees opportunity, they're never afraid to grab it and take it. They never wait to see a deal where it's 100% perfect because they know nothing's perfect. But when they smell that money, they know that one thing my dad always taught us is this: there's no money like hoe money. That's a real winky, right?
Bro, I got to meet your dad, man. This is too fucking funny, man. So that was the last question of the interview, but any guest that comes on Behind the Baller podcast gets this as the last question. I ask every person who comes on the show, is there anything you'd like to ask me?
I'd like to know, you know, I read a lot about you in the past and recently, but when you were playing football, right?
Yeah.
You did football. I mean, you played college, like you were on the team for football and basketball. Besides the athleticism, how did you, as an Asian person, believe that you could hang with these dudes? Like, what? I mean, that's just, that was amazing to me. Like,
you know what? More recent times, you know, when you see Jeremy Lin when he's playing for the Knicks and he's going against Kobe and this dude busting 37 points against these guys, you know, at a certain point, you're like, yo, man, you either catch fever or you don't, right? And that was obviously much more recent. I'm talking about, this is the late 80s and the early 90s. You know, at a certain point, I figured out how to move. I had the best of my ability for, you know, my genetics aren't the same as, you know, a normal white American dude or a normal black American dude. You know, like, it's just not the same. You know, we have different genetics, and no matter how much weights you lift and how anything else, it's, you know, we don't have the same bone structure and everything. But, you know, it just got to a certain point where I went for it. Like, I wasn't going to go for like, you know, like you go into a parking lot and you see cars, like, nah, fuck that. Why would I want this car, bro? I'm going straight for the Bugatti. I'm going straight for the LaFerrari. I'm going straight for the Senna. You know, so like when we're playing ball, I wanted to play with the best guys. I wanted to get knocked the shit out of by the best people. So when it was my turn to finally turn up, you know, I think it took a couple times. I remember I got my first dunk in my junior year in high school, and I dunked on someone. And, you know, like, I was like, look, man, I need to work 10 times harder than they do because they have the natural, you know, again, body structure, everything. So, you know, when I got to college, you know, I started realizing, all right, well, boom, you know, you're in one gene pool, right? You're the best high school players in the country. And let's just say there's 1 million of them, right? Then you get into college and it's like, it gets down to like 200,000 or something. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Don't take this literal. And then obviously from there, 200,000. And then it goes into like 2,000 to get to the NBA or the NFL, right? It comes really, really small. So, you know, when I got to college, I started realizing there's 300-pound linemen that are running a 4.840. They're right behind you. People don't realize how close 4.5 and 4.8 is in a 40 speed. It's like, you're like, what the fuck? Whether they're taking steroids or not, it doesn't matter. I mean, people are out there just to get the edge. And, you know, when you go out, you know, it's tough to sit for 3 or 4 games on the bench as a basketball player and then come on and expect to just play. The best thing you do is just try to be defense, make sure your knees ain't messed up. And, you know, you have to have as much confidence as possible. You know, one of the things my coach taught me in college was, he was like, hey, man, you're thinking too much, Yang. You're thinking way too much. You got to just shoot, bro. Just shoot. You know, and it's true. You know, a lot of people say, oh, shoot your shot now. Boom. It's like a little, you know, joke amongst, you know, hitting up a girl or whatever, or a job opportunity or something. But it's almost the same concept in basketball. It's, look, at a certain point, and I'm not saying you've perfected your craft because people are still practicing their shots in pros. But at a certain point, you had to at least understand the fundamental skills. You had to be fundamentally sound to play basketball or football, certain things. So at a certain point, it's true. You have to become unconscious. When Kobe scored 81 that night against Toronto, he was unconscious. He was like, yo, bro, like he could have just thrown something and just his energy and the whole shit, his aura was glowing. He was on fire. It was just going to go in. You know what I'm saying? And it just becomes that way. And I had to treat that in the short amount of time that I end up, playing football. I played a lot more, but like, getting my first college hit was against St. Mary's, and I'll never forget. It was a running back. He had a 5-yard out. And I remember I was like, oh, shit, I see the 5-yard out. Boom. And it was like textbook. Went straight to him, took him down. I was 180. The running back was like, he was a fullback too. He was like 225. And I remember I hit him into the out of bounds. And I went deaf for 3 or 4 seconds. I couldn't hear anything. And then I looked, and I've been hated on by everyone. Oh, you're a Chinaman, this, Chinaman, that. Never Korean, you know what I mean? It was always this. And and finally the deafness stopped, and I'm like, yeah, Yang, I see you laying that wang, Yang, yeah. And I'm like, it was deafening to hear the cheering, and I was like, yo, bro, it was such an adrenaline rush that I was like, man, you want to just keep rising to the occasion, and that's as best as I can describe it, fam.
I mean, I respect that so much because I know football. I played from 7th to 10th.
You played in the best state in the world. Like, there's no state that breeds more.
Private school.
Okay.
And I came from the hood. But so once I stopped growing, I was like, I need to stop getting hit in the mouth and just focus on tennis. But I have mad respect for you because I feel like life is always about how we bounce back, which one of my favorite songs with Big Sean. And for you to have the career that you've had, and I see the work ethic you have, and thank you so much for taking the time to teach me some stuff.
No, man, come on, brother. I look, man, this is a blessing that what you guys are about to embark on for our people in general. For me not to back you guys would be the stupidest thing. And not only did I wait to back you guys, I said, fuck waiting. I'm going to go proactive and just go. I didn't know you or nothing. You know what I mean? I just came out and said, look, I need to push this show. This shit look crazy. I was trying to figure it out. We had a discussion. We talked about it. And you see, I had so many DMs. I had so many people hit me up like, oh shit, you know them? But I said, no, I don't know them, motherfucker.
I got hit up from you too. They're like, how do you know Ben? I heard you on the podcast on episode 137. So then I listened to it. I go, dude, this guy said my name. And like my friends were telling me like, dude, I listen to Ben Baller all the time. Wash, don't be pulling your bullshit. He's a smart dude. He'll call your ass out. And I'm like, I don't bullshit. And they're like, dude, you better know your shit. Cause I'm like, okay, I got it, dude. Like all my friends are just like, man, you're one of a kind, right? Like, I was telling my wife, I go, I got Ben. I think it's for real, honey. And she's like, who's Ben Baller? And I'm like, don't worry about it. You'll know.
Nah, it's all good.
Well, I mean, you definitely are not afraid to be yourself. And that's, something that's, takes a lot of courage. And
I hope you teach I hope you teach your kids the same thing. You think you got to be yourself, and you got to ride with it, period. Yeah.
Because when you're not yourself, things creep in your head, like your coach would say, right?
Yeah. Hey, man. Wash, bro, I cannot wait to meet you, meet your family. I want to say congratulations. When this airs, your show should be already on HBO Max. Please make sure you get a subscription to HBO Max, and they follow you on social media at Washington Ho.
And social media, Instagram, is at Washington Ho without the E. So it's on December 10th.
That's when this show airs.
HBO Max. If you don't have it, the good news is you get a 1-week free trial. So at least give it a try. And I hope you enjoy the show and enjoy what my family's trying to do to help the world.
And one last thing, my boy Chase, if you're listening from Facebook, can you verify this man? We need a blue check next to his name. We need a blue check ASAP. Or you actually, your publicist Jill can make that happen.
I just got it last night, actually. I think it was
shit.
it was a sign of destiny from you. I only have 2,200 followers. And they go, you just got the blue check at 1:43 a.m. and 143, my pager. I love you.
Come on, I love you. I used to text out 143, 823, all that shit.
And people go, how'd you do that? I go, I can't introduce you to Mr. Baller. For real, dude.
Listen, man. Yo, we gonna have some fun. I can't wait for all this shit. The vaccine is coming, everything. So we just fucking be normal again, yo, and show some love. And look again, man, just brace yourself, bro. It's gonna be a crazy ride, man. And thank you again so much, Wash. I really appreciate it. Yo, Miles, man, let me get some of that Lakey Lake real quick, and let's go to a commercial break. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever had something stuck in your teeth on a date? Are you a frequent flosser or just floss when you get something stuck? Only 1 out of every 2 people brush twice a day. And same goes for flossing regularly. You know Quip, the electric toothbrush you hear about all the time from me, but it's their sleek, reusable floss pick you'll want to use next. The durable handle is easy to guide, restrings with the click, and comes with a compact mirror dispensing case for on the go. Plus, a single refill pod replaces over 180 single-use plastic flossers, so it's better for your teeth and the environment. Not a pick person? Quip also has refillable floss string that expands to clean. Pair your floss with your perfect electric toothbrush for adults and kids. Quip has the simple guiding features you need, like timed sonic vibrations with guiding pulses to help you brush better. You can personalize your routine with over 9 premium brush colors. Plus, anti-cavity toothpaste for every taste in mint and watermelon. That's my kid's favorite. This holiday season, check out Quip's exclusive deals. And if you go to quip.com/baller right now, you'll get your first refill for free. That's your first refill for free at getquip.com/baller. That's GETQUIP.com/baller. Quip, better oral health made simple. So make sure you go watch the first episode of House of Ho now, or after you listen to this podcast, okay? And if you don't have HBO Max, go get it. House of Ho is out now, and all my Asian BTB Army soldiers, please go stream the episode and tell me what you think, okay? It took the Kardashians, by the way, up to around season 3 or 4 to really get shit popping. Trust me, that was when I was hanging out with Kim and Rob and all of them. That was when me and Kim Kardashian were tight. Like we was kicking it, first episode, all that shit. Okay? So definitely time to support House of Ho. I'm so geeked to see this show blow the fuck up. All right? Definitely want this show to blow up. Real quick, update on the winner of the Seattle Mariners $20,000 chain. My man Sam Cameron has the chain in his possession. He is like a little nervous about it, you know what I'm saying? Because never owned it like that. Said people want to meet him to go see it and all this and third. And Sam, congrats again. Please be safe out there in Seattle and definitely go Hawks. So, yo, I'm sure you guys have already seen the video that has gone viral everywhere of LeBron James on the 10 West Freeway in LA, cruising top off in his all-black Porsche 918, which I thought was a Wysack edition because I saw the wheels, wasn't paying attention to the rear camera. Here the fuck thing in a Wysack. Like, shut the fuck up. 100% of everyone said it wasn't a Wysack doesn't fucking own a Wysack. Shut the fuck up. Ain't don't own a fucking 918. You don't even have a fucking Wysack fucking 9 fucking, a GT3. Fucking shut the fuck up. All right? Anyways, he only has the Wysack wheels on his 918, just like I did. And I'm not trying to front to be, I just like the wheels better. Okay. Anyways, the point of the thing is his head was above the motherfucking windshield. And I saw some alternate videos are actually dope. Bleacher Report had an alternate version. His license plate says King 918. Good for him, whatever. I mean, I don't have plates on the 918. Anyways, it's just hilarious. And it's so awesome to see LeBron of all people, because he doesn't seem like a car dude at all whatsoever. But the fact that he's pushing a hypercar is dope. Kobe had a fucking when the 458 came out. Before that, he had 458 Spider, all black on black. He had a fucking motorcycle. He had some cool cars here. And there's a lot of guys. Shaq was a big car dude, but this is different, like I said, to see him push a hypercar. All right? It actually made me like LeBron more. And you guys already know I have my history of petty hate for dude. But a lot of NBA players drive nice exotic cars, luxury cars. A lot of them don't have very good taste when it comes to them. okay? They also don't understand the process of how exotic cars, hypercars, supercars, how all that shit goes, okay? The only NBA player that I know that understands this is Austin Rivers. There's nobody else. And as of right now, as far as NBA, NFL, and baseball, there is no other athlete in pro sports. Floyd does not count, but I'm talking about in pro sports. I ain't talking about soccer and Cristiano Ronaldo, all the motherfuckers. I'm talking about here in the USA. LeBron is the only motherfucker that has a hypercar. That's fucking dope. All right. Really cool to see him drive solo as well. I don't know what the fuck he's wearing a mask for by himself, but that was a trip because there was, you see him smashing around left and right. You don't see a car anywhere behind him. You don't see no convoy, so that's pretty cool. And he's going west on 10 freeway, like I said. Looks like he was right around passing La Brea, so he's probably coming from maybe Staples Center, I don't know, coming from downtown. And, probably headed somewhere to the west side. He has a crib in Brentwood, so he maybe head over there, probably jump on the 405. But it's been real fun to drive hypercars in this traffic right now because there's not much traffic. That shit hit way different than if we seen LeBron in a Cullinan or a Ghost or whatever. What's crazy is he's worth over $500 million now. So this is not none of the cars. I'm just saying it's crazy that he's worth 600, 700, 800 million, somewhere around there. He should just go see Tyga's hair guy at this point and fix his hairline, fix his hair. That shit look crazy. Or get his shit, just go with the Bic like I do. But he could go see Tyga's dude and fix his shit A1. Look what he did to Tory Lanez. Well, I'm not even gonna speak on the whole situation. Jesus Christ. Anyway, it's just weird that LeBron has all that money, got the hypercar, got everything, whatever, blah, blah. He just was pretty chill, but he doesn't want to get his hair fixed. Speaking of which, have any of you guys ever tried that Copenhagen beard growth serum? That little home kit. You guys know what I'm talking about? It's all over Instagram. I don't know. If you can, or if you have, can you please email me and let me know if that shit really worked? I'm just curious. I might fuck around with it, try it. I just want to hear one person from the show tell me it worked, and I'm going to try that bitch. I'm going to try it on the beard, have my shit connect, come through a little theater. Like, I got a beard and a mustache, but it's kind of like, it's like a weird, it's like separated. Sometimes it is. It's just, I don't know. Would love to try it. I might try it for my hairline. Fuck it. Okay, so on to sports, since we're talking about LeBron. Real quick, LeBron discussing that he was hurt over Kyrie's comments. Look, man, fuck Kyrie. Okay? And again, remember, look, I'm not just, backing up LeBron. It makes, like, LeBron lately, bro, it's like crazy, man. He's starting to actually make me think like I almost like this dude. And that's very weird, right? Because I just don't do that. It's completely beyond my character. But look, fuck bitch ass Kyrie. Kyrie's definitely got, fucking not mental illness. He's got bipolar syndrome. He's a fucking goofball. All right, I don't fuck Kyrie. You fucking worried about Kyrie, dog? We got to chip the motherfucker. Come on, bro. Like, and also Harden not showing up to practice, man, just weird, bro. Him being at the strip club and throwing money and this and that, being stupid, no mask and acting that's just lame, man. That's just dumb. Just childish shit, man, bro. You just grow the fuck up, dog. You got so much paper, bro. You could do so many other cool things. And look, you can still spend your money. You can still go fuck 100 bitches. I don't give a fuck. But like, to just go out there and like, you're a role model, whether you like it or not, that. You got other motherfuckers like, yeah, I'm about to be out in the club and be stupid and whatever and be around people and go get coronavirus. Like, come on, man. And you a solid dude. Harden's a good dude. Flew me out to Houston, you know what I'm saying? Broke bread with me and everything. We got the Trackhawks together. Just go handle your biz, bro. Go lead your team to a title, bro. Like, you got a motherfucking team right now that's good. Everyone's out there. Everyone can't just have a super team. Fight harder. Shit. Motherfuckers have done it. Fucking Miami Heat did it with what they had last year. And they didn't think that year was that fucking team was that great. But if you want to get traded because you want to win with someone else, that's just whack, man. You could have done it in Houston. You could do it now. Anyways. Oh, well, I don't know. I think the Lakers are going to repeat back-to-back, right? I possibly think they're going to do a three-peat. Fuck you if you don't think so. I think so. All right. Look, man. Guys. This part of the show that I'm about to talk about right now has gotten a lot of attention. And I never meant it to be that way. Kind of just did this with the Dust Brothers for fun. And now this shit is like serious, okay? So are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for my NFL picks? Like I said, we have gained quite a fucking betting audience for my picks now because people didn't believe me until they started seeing the ESPN correspondents and all these fucking sports fucking professionals, whatever, and they saw their records, and their records are nowhere near mine. And I didn't come out here to be this way, but it is what it is. That's just what it is, man. I'm a betting guru. Now I'm playing, man. Look at, get your pen ready. All right, guys. This part of the show is brought to you by mybookie.ag. Please use promo code BenBaller to sign up. All right. Earlier this week, still week 13, like all the fucked up shit that happened, Monday night, Tuesday night football, whatever. We went 2-1 against the spread. Okay. Got to keep it funky. On last Thursday episode, we told you guys to keep that Washington bet as Jordan Winter was adamant about it. And I changed it on Monday's app. Okay. So that's my bad. But we've been on fire. Obviously, remember we have 4-0 locks. Look, I'm not, I'm just saying that shit's pretty crazy. Okay. We're keeping it solid here. So here we go. Here are my picks against the spread. Thursday night football. Super Bowl rematch from 2 years ago. The New England Patriots versus the LA bitch-ass Rams. Okay. Give me the Patriots plus 5.5 coming off a 45-0 win against the Chargers. That's what I like. All right. Let's go to Sunday slate. I like the Titans at the Jaguars. I like the Titans in a must-win. Jaguars is a must-lose. I'll take the Titans minus 7.5. Okay? The Texans at the Bears. Give me the Bears minus 1 in a must-win. Going to rain Friday and Saturday and get cold in Chicago. Houston can't hang in that weather. Lock it up. I got the Bears minus 1 lock. All right. Next up, I got the Vikings at the Buccaneers. Both teams could really use this win. I'm going to take the points in what could be a high-scoring game. I like the Vikings plus 6.5. All right. Chiefs at the Dolphins. The league's best passing offense against possibly the best secondary. Give me the Chiefs minus 7 because I have faith in them to score TDs when the Dolphins rely more on field goals. All right. The Colts at the Raiders in a must-win for both teams. Something tells me that this will be a low-scoring game. If you're inclined to take the under, I just think Indy is the better on offense and defense. So give me the Colts minus 3 on that game. All right. Jets at my Seahawks. Little bit of controversy between me and Jordan on this one. The Jets at my Seahawks, and Seattle needs a statement game. 13.5 points is a lot of points for any game, especially against my fucked up Seahawks right now. The Jets offense has been solid lately too. They almost fucking beat a very good Raider team last week, okay? They will be without big boy rookie Denzel Mims, which hurts. I'm going to say Seahawks will win because they can hang, and I think we can score a lot of points, but I personally think if I were you guys, I would take Jets to the points. All right, I would take Jets plus 13.5. I can't go with the Seahawks. I'm not betting against Seahawks. I'm just letting you know, Seahawks will win this game. Don't think they'll cover the 13.5. Okay? Now, the Packers at the Lions. This is a lock. With the Packers at minus 8. Aaron Rodgers is on a mission this season and wants that MVP trophy. Lock it up. It is my second and only lock for this Sunday. I'm telling you, for this week, Packers at Lions. Green Bay Packers minus 8. Lock. Falcons at Chargers in what will be either a gross game or a shootout. Falcons minus 2.5 just because Matt Ryan is playing for his football life. Even though the Chargers need to get that motherfucking win. But All right. Saints at Eagles might rain. Saints might have been winning kind of ugly, but the Eagles stink. But now they have Jalen Hurts at QB, who is a baller. 7 points either way. I think the Saints win, but I'm going with the points at Eagles plus 7 since Doug Peterson is coaching for his job. Just kind of feeling this as a little bit off. You guys laughed at that Washington shit. I think Jordan knows his fucking shit. So yeah, let's take Eagles plus 7 on that. All right. Washington at 49ers. The Niners really shit the bed against Buffalo, and Washington can smell the playoffs in the NFC East. I don't really like picking teams traveling cross country, but give me Washington minus 3 in the Alex Smith revenge game. And I also need Washington to tap that ass because, sorry, Miles, fuck the Niners, man. Sunday night, Got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Bills. It might rain. I will take the team with one loss and getting points. It's Steelers plus 2.5 with Jimmy Connor coming back. This is a tough game. I'm going to be real with you. But yeah, the Steelers plus 2.5, man. We'll see. Bills are playing hell of fucking football right now. Okay. Those are my picks. 2 locks. I will choose Monday's picks on the weekend wrap up. Okay, guys, it is time to stop fucking around and get this money. I had an unusually amazing mail week this week. Like, gifts flowed the fuck in. It's crazy. My boy John Mayer sent me his new G-Shock collab with Hodinkee, and it's beautiful. It was based on the Casio keyboard. Like, yo, it was fucking fly, all right? FaZe Clan sent me Beats headphones, G-Shocks, clothes, fucking carpets, all kinds of shit. I got some new sunglasses, but I forgot what fucking brand they're called. But yo, Rich Kleiman and KD sent me a PSA 10 graded, PSA 10 gem mint graded 2007 Topps KD rookie card. Okay, that's at least $1,500, somewhere around there. Okay, my nephew Bol sent me his actual game worn jersey from the bubble, and he signed it to Uncle Ben. By the way, I think Bol might win Rookie of the Year. He's balling like fucking practice right now. I just hope he does his thing. Bol's a weird kid. I really support that kid though. Yo, last but not least, my pade, DJ Big Boy Cheng in the Philippines sent me a $25,000 pair of Air Jordan Manila 4s, which are super rare. The hottest shoe out right now and the rarest Air Jordan release in 15 years. Okay, only 150 pairs in the world exist. And when I posted it on Tuesday, early afternoon, guess what? I had the only fucking pair in America, in North America. And yeah, you guys are like, oh, I had a pair here. I had my pair here. Everyone's trying to show me pairs on people's tables and people's shit. Like, yo, bro, stop with the fuck shit. You know when you see my fucking man cave wall behind me, we're in LA. Don't try with that bullshit, bro. Motherfuckers wasn't shipping that fast. People didn't know, man. Shut the fuck up. Okay? But I must say, I am very blessed. Okay? And with that said, life is very good and very generous. In the words of my boy Chasing Cash, life is very good and very generous. Gotta have Chase on the show one time, man. Now, before I go, I know I spoke on the vaccine a few times and such, you know, and at the end of the day, for those of you who live in the USA, it is ideally up to you to take it if you want to or if you don't want to. I don't give a fuck either way. All I can say is you'd be smarter to take it if you can, just because it would obviously get us closer to herd immunity. People don't want to talk about this shit and whatever. It's just, look, there are so many fucking ignorant people still on this earth. And whatever you do, do not listen to anybody who is an anti-vaxxer, okay? They believe in pandemic and other conspiracies that have already been debunked. Fucking Pizzagate and all that stupid shit, okay? Look, we are the only country that is not forcing everyone to take it. And honestly, if you want to fly to Europe or Asia, Australia, and not just for fucking passports, I'm talking about if you need to go fly out there, please believe you will not be allowed on a plane unless you take the vaccine. All right? All you fucking people against fucking vaccines. Oh, they're doing this and polio this and listen, fuck Bill Gates. All right? Do you dumb fucks realize the measles were, I had measles when I didn't have it. I'm saying it was around when I was a kid, chicken pox, all that shit. That shit was gone for so long. You didn't see it like that. You know what I mean? That shit came back after 30 fucking years. Why? Anti-vaxxers. Okay? Now, personally, I'm leaning more towards Moderna. That's what I'm hearing. And from strong sources, they say that's the best one, especially for me. And I'm hearing there are some issues with Pfizer. Look, the vaccine ain't going to be perfect. But if it does get in you and you fit the mold, yo, man, you're good. All right? It's not recommended for those who have allergies. So that definitely ain't for me or anyone in my family because I have a lot of allergies, right? But all I ask is that you be smart and do your research. Don't listen to conspiracies. Listen to science. Okay? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our show. Thank you so much for listening, and please keep spreading the good word about BTB. I love you. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Please follow my boy at Washington Ho and check out House of Ho. Yo, Lakey,